Gregory is in L.A. Gregory, you're on the Larry Elder Show. Thank you so much for calling.
Hi, Larry. Thank you for getting back on the airwaves to contact you in the afternoons. First of all, my thanks to your father for his contributions in the war effort. He's a World War II combat veteran, like my father, so we have that in common. Second, you made a comment about asking this gentleman about if X, Y, and Z were likely to happen under the Biden administration. Would you believe it? And from my position, I would say yes. Reason being, he very seldom got any real hardcore questions from the press. I mean, he went into his bunker, and that's where he stayed more or less during the last prior election to this last election. And so I know he was very hardcore with the green energy. He wanted to reverse President Trump's energy independence, and just goes on and on from there. And of course, the illegal alien thing. They wanted to start bringing these people in, like they couldn't get over themselves. So I knew this was going to happen. And President Trump could not return to the White House soon enough. I wish he could have been there 2 years earlier. But this is the nonsense that went on without him there with his steady hand.
Absolutely great. My question, though, was, do you think the average Biden voter said to himself when he voted for Biden, I want 12 million illegal aliens, unvetted, unvaccinated, many of whom on the terror watch list, to come in the country? Some of them convicted of violent crimes in their host country. I want 10 or 12 million people like that in America. Do you think the average Biden voter said that? Do you think the average Biden voter said, I want inflation to hit a 40-year high? I want to pay people not to work. You think the average Biden voter said, I want gas prices twice what they are right now? No. Now they're 50% higher. They've gone down a little bit more, but at one point, they were twice what they were under Trump. You think the average Biden voter, when they pulled that lever or filled out that absentee ballot for Biden, thought that would happen? And I would say no. They did not think that was going to happen. Biden did the 12 million people intentionally. Now, during the debate against Trump, he said there was going to be a surge on the border, but people did not believe that was going to be 12 million people over the course of the Biden presidency. And Alejandro Mayorkas would testify under oath that the border is sealed when it's not. I'll give you another reason why most Biden voters did not expect this. After Trump goes into office, as you know, I go from Fox News to Newsmax to CNN to MSNBC and some others. And so I'm watching Fox News, and Bill Malugin is their reporter on the border, speaks fluent Spanish. Sharp guy, met him. And he's doing a report, and behind him are all these illegal aliens, just in droves running behind him. And I cut open to CNN, and I have a bet within 30 seconds, if they're not already talking about Trump, they will. And that's exactly what happened. Cut over to MSNBC, same thing. 30 seconds, if they're not talking about Trump, they will. So they're talking about Trump, how bad Trump is. Bill Malugin is doing a stand-up on the border with a bunch of illegal aliens rushing in behind him. And sometimes Fox would use drones showing this massive, massive amount of people coming in the country illegally. Cut open to CNN. If they're not talking about Trump, they will within 30 seconds. MSNBC, if they're not talking about Trump, they will within 30 seconds. This went on not day after day, not week after week, but month after month. It wasn't until Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott, the governors of Florida and Texas respectively, put them on buses and began sending them up north to Chicago, to New York, and to Martha's Vineyard. Then and only then did CNN and MSNBC all cover it, and basically they were covering it to slam DeSantis and Abbott. But they had to cover it. There was a poll. One year there were 2.5 million illegal aliens recently. And the poll asked Americans, how many illegal aliens came in the country that year? You know what the average answer was? 250,000. The average American was off by a factor of 10. How can you be off by a factor of 10? Because they're not watching Fox, they're not watching Newsmax, they're getting it from ABC, NBC, CBS, NPR, and they couldn't care less. So I believe the average Biden voter would have been shocked if I had told them on January 2021, there's going to be 10, 12 million people in the country illegally on purpose. Thanks for watching these clips from The Larry Elder Show. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment. More thought-provoking discussions are just a click away, so stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.